Morning and welcome back out wild camping again. This time I've crossed the border into Wales and parked up at a village called Croesor, as I think it's pronounced. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So yeah, got a hike planned. It's a circular sort of hike. It's going up to Moelwyn Mawr, Moelwyn back, and then we're going to come back over to the foot of Cnicht. I'm going to camp at one of the lakes just at the foot, and in the morning I'm going up and over Cnicht and then back down this ridge line, back down to where I've parked the car. So yeah, I've swapped out my heavier winter bag. I've got this Montane Trailblazer, it's a 44 litre one, so I've sacrificed some warmth in my kit for some slightly lighter gear because I'm hiking more than what I have been doing on the previous videos. But I've tested this gear. I've had this sleep system on Ygorn in colder conditions at higher elevations, so I think I've gone down to -2. I think it's only forecast about 1 tonight, so I should be alright. But for now I'm gonna get cracking and get climbing, and I'll bring you back when there's more of a view to see. With all the rain we've had in the past week, I don't think there'll be shortage of water for me to filter from. Just on the subject of water then, I've already bought a 500ml soft flask with electrolytes and then another 500ml of just water, and that's for when I stop for coffee and have some lunch. And then I'll refill then from the streams or the lakes up higher. Got my Sawyer mini filter. So yeah, less weight to carry up. So Cnicht, it's not the highest mountain in Wales by any stretch of the imagination. It stands at 690 metres, but it's commonly referred to as the Welsh Matterhorn. The Matterhorn is the mountain that features on the Toblerone packet. Some different angles you can see the resemblance to Cnicht and the Matterhorn. And right now in the sun, it's looking absolutely fantastic. Hopefully tomorrow it's the same. We'll see. probably noticed I've got some trekking poles. It's the first time I've used them. Don't usually hike with poles, but I've got some long distance multi-day adventures coming up over the summer, one of which is the Bob Graham round up in the Lake District. If you don't know what that is, it's a 66-mile round starting and finishing at the Moot Hall in Keswick, and it takes in 42 of the lake's highest fells. So over the 3 days I'll be hiking it with my dad. Be doing 22 miles a day. We'll be moving fast and light. And this is all so I can recce it, ready for an attempt to complete it within 24 hours next year. So I'm getting some practice in with these poles, because they're meant to help you by 25%, increase your efficiency by 25%. So we'll see. So yeah, trying to move fast here, get used to using these. But look at that. That is stunning, isn't it? Could have asked for better weather. With all the rain we've had, it's cleared up nice. So I've just had to come up this section here. You can see the water coming down. It's making the rocks quite slippy. So I just had to be a bit careful of my foot placement. But it's made up by the views though. But that's where I'm heading. Just up there, Moelwyn Mawr. If you don't mind leaving a like, subscribing and dropping the comments in the comments, feedback on things you'd like to see in future videos, or how I can improve future content, what you would like to see and what you wouldn't. All feedback would be appreciated, and it will help the channel in the long run. So before I go up to Moelwyn Mawr, we're passing this old settlement ruins here. So just need now to try and find a way to get the path to lead me up to Moelwyn Mawr. So I'll go and find that and then bring you back shortly. I think the sun's slightly blocking it, but the path I need runs up here, but it's underwater. It's quite wet, so I'm just going to take the high route to get up this slate sort of path and then get to where I need to. So this section was quite steep. It's only a short one, but it's a old steep climb. But the views have opened up. And we can now see where I'm heading, up Moelwyn Mawr. And if you look over here, we can see Snowdon, Yr Wydffa. Views are absolutely phenomenal from this place. I've got a fence here and I need to get over there, but it's all boggy and I don't fancy getting my feet wet, so going to try and find an alternative route. With all the rain, it's made it boggy. Managed to get over, but I did get my foot dunked. But waterproof boots, I've kept my feet dry. It's just the bottoms off my trouser that is wet, but it should dry off. It's not the worst, so it's just really boggy ground. There's a big section of bog just on the foot of the stile where I crossed. So I had to be careful where I come off, but as we climb it should begin to get better. Absolutely stunning. So the Gyderau, Yr Wydffa, span round to the coast and over to Eryri. Views are absolutely immense. I was thinking about going over to Moelwyn back, but it's 12:15, sunset's around getting on to 5ish. I've got to get over to lake, just see it just off Cnicht. I've got to get over there, and that's where I'm camping. So I think I'll be pushing for time. I don't think I'll be making it in daylight if I go over to Moelwyn back. So making the call. I'm just going to have a coffee, have some lunch here, and then make my way over to where I'm going to be camping. So for now I'm going to admire these views, and I'll pull you back a bit later on. So I've come down then off Moelwyn Mawr. I've had some food, coffee. Now I'm making my way over to where I'll be pitching for the night, just off Cnicht at one of the lakes. Can't get over the views, I really can't. It's quiet around here as well. There's not many people. You get the odd one or two, but it's not like the busier parts like Yr Wydffa or the Gyderau. They're a bit more packed. But this section, this region of Snowdonia is peaceful. I think I saw 3 groups up on the summit at different times. Just seeing a couple of mountain bikers. I can just see some lads just below me now, but yeah, it's quiet. Just had to stop off, change the batteries in the GoPro, and then whilst I was doing that, I took my jacket off. It's starting to get a bit warm now, and I'm about to climb. So I've just come back down to the old slate ruins. That's where I walked up, and then now just walking up this bit now to take me to the foot of Cnicht, to where I want to be for my camp. So with the sun out, it's warm, and climbing I'll just get a bit too warm, so jackets come off. But I'll make the most of it, because when the sun goes down it'll be a bit nippy, so not complaining too much. Just past 2 fell runners, probably just making their way up. I think they're doing a section of the Paddy Buckley round. They didn't seem too familiar with the region now, so I don't think they're doing the full round. I think they're just doing a bit of it just to recce it. So the Paddy Buckley round is similar to the Bob Graham, what I mentioned earlier on. Well, it's the Welsh equivalent. There's also one up in Scotland as well, so I won't mind giving all 3 a crack at some point. But for now there's more bogs, so I'm just going to pop you away and navigate through here, make sure I'm on the correct path. I think I am. Got a waterfall stream here, and I'm meant to be going to the left hand side of it, which I am, so I'll pull you back once I've got through this bit. So I'm meant to be walking a bit nearer these rocks here, but looks like there's a path where I need to go. It gets me to the same place. Perfect spot for a wild swim. I've not got my swimming gear with me or towel, so not today unfortunately, but it's one to return back to. so I think I'm going to pitch here. It's not the best, it's a bit lumpy, but I'll make it work. Fantastic views, looking over towards Snowdon, Gyderau. Got Cnicht over there, which is a summit I'll be doing tomorrow, and the lake is just down there, but there's some streams that come off it where I can go and get some water from. So yeah, I think I'm going to pitch here. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys shortly and get it pitched up. So yeah, more set up. It's a bit lumpy, but it's a bit uneven. But once I'm tucked up in bed, I think it'll be alright. So now I'm just going to go down and fetch some water to filter. So what I'll do is I'll fill that, and then I'll have the pouch filled as well, so when that runs out I don't have to go back down. I'll just filter straight from this. So I've got the Sawyer Mini. The flow rate's not the best, but it does the job, and touch wood, so far it's worked a treat for me. So yeah, let's go down and fetch some water. Water, but now my hand is absolutely freezing. It is in pain. That's the downside of dipping your hands in cold water up in the mountains, especially when it's windy. It's in the winter, so I'm going to get back to the tent, warm up, get my gloves on and get a warm drink. So I'll speak to you guys shortly. Yeah, it's cold. So yeah, I've just been walking around past probably half hour, 45 minutes, trying to move and get my hands warm from dipping them in that water. So yeah, they've warmed up nicely now, so this coffee will do me good. I couldn't have got a better pitch, I think. Not for the views anyway, just stunning. Bit of cloud moving in over from the coast sort of way. Hopefully the forecast was wrong and the rain won't come to fruition. I can't check the forecast, it's got no signal at all whatsoever. So yeah, just gotta wing it.
a bit windier than what I thought. I said it went down to like 10 to 5 kilometres an hour, but it seems to be a bit stronger than that, especially when you're up on the rocks behind. You can feel the wind. So I think then tonight I'll just be admiring these views, kicking back, relax, unwind, try and clear my head. Might watch some Netflix flicks again. I've got some Brewdog Hazy AF alcohol free. I did have a beer or two last weekend. I was at my dad's. We did a 14-mile fell race on the Sunday. So on the Friday we went to the pub, had a few pints there. So they were the first two I've had since New Year's Eve. So I did dry January. Yeah, I'm not making a habit of drinking all the time, try and keep fresh. Easy then to get up and go for the runs in the morning rather than sleeping because you feel a bit shit. So yeah, these Brewdog Hazy Jane, Hazy AF. I had two last night, they're alright. Tell the difference from the normal ones, but treat them like a different beer, and yeah, it's alright. Right, so yeah, got myself changed in some warmer clothes, bedtime clothes, and got myself tucked up just to try and warm my feet up. My feet are absolutely freezing, so I tucked in a hand warmer in the bottom of my sleeping bag just to warm that section up. The dog's curled up. Spin you round. So the dog's curled up, been there for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna get some food on, I think soon. It's 5:45, so I've still got another few hours until I'm gonna think about turning it in. I'll probably go to sleep between 9 and 10. I always do on camps. Wake up early, see if there's a sunrise to catch. If not, start getting a few bits packed up and then make my way down. Well, up over Cnicht and down. Got no signal whatsoever, so I've not spoke to the wife since I left the car at 10 this morning. So yeah, hopefully she understands that I've got no signal and she isn't sending out a search party for me. So yeah, right, see what's on Netflix, what I've got, watch that for a bit, cook some food and then see what's what. Got another beer or alcohol free beer which I'll have watching the film with. Got some chili lime, nuts and some beef jerky to have in the time being. Say hi, Paddy. Mountain rescue are out. Looks like they've landed on Cnicht. They've been flying around for the past half hour. They've just landed now, so not sure what's gone on. Yeah. So yeah, mountain rescues took off. They've gone now. So when he landed on Cnicht, he turned off his spur lights. So I'm assuming that whoever it was had a fall when descending in the dark. That just shows the dangers that the mountains can bring, day or night. But you've got a greater risk at night. In the dark, it's easy to lose your footing, and yeah, if you fall, it can be quite severe. It can be fatal. So if you're in the mountains, guys, make sure you're safe. Don't put yourself in unnecessary risk. What I do, and I'd advise you all to do, is let people know where you are. So my wife knows where I am, but she wouldn't know what mountain range is what. So I'll let my dad know. I give him a OS. I plot my route on OS maps and then WhatsApp at him. So he's got a route on his phone. So if needed, he can direct mountain rescue along my route, and they should be able to find me. I won't deviate from that route unless I really have to, but I'll try and stay as close to it as possible. So please, guys, make sure you're safe. Decent head torch at night, fully charged. Yeah, just take all precautions to make sure you're safe. Proper footwear, proper clothing, just keep it warm. And enjoy the mountains. The mountains are here to be enjoyed, but you've got to respect them. So yeah, I'm going to get back now to my films, and then I'll speak to you guys a bit later on. The stars are out, so I might try and get some star lapses on the GoPro, test that out. Got a chance to do that. So yeah, speak to you guys soon. Right then, I'm going to do some breath work then. Get settled, get relaxed, and then chill for a little bit longer and then go to bed. It's coming up to 9. See how the GoPro's doing a star lapse, see how that turns out. So then, breath work. Good morning. I slept quite well, but it's a bit lumpy in a few places, so I woke up a few times, just had to move. When I did move,
made me a bit cold. I've got warm in one place and then move. The cold come. It is 6:30, so I'm gonna make myself a coffee, get some food, then whilst waiting for daylight I'm gonna pack up a few bits and bobs, get some sort of order, and then when daylight comes start to make my way up to Cnicht. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys a bit later on.
Right then, most of the stuff's back. The odd few bits now just to pack up and then get the tent away. It was pretty clagged out when I first woke up and got a coffee and breakfast on the go, but it seems to be clearing. Clag's still lurking around, but it's moving. See over towards Moelwyn Mawr and Cnicht, it's clearing. Cnicht's got a bit of cloud just lurking on the top. But yeah, hopefully when I get up there the clouds shifted and we can have some views up there. So fingers crossed, eh? But yeah, it's looking quite nice, so I'm gonna pack up the last few bits and then I'll speak to you guys when I'm ready to make a move. See you in a bit. Right guys, just the tent now left to pack up, so I'm going to get that done and then we're going to get moving. The sky is looking fantastic, nice colouring. Got some photos and they'll be on the Instagram page, so if you want to check them out, it's Man and Dog Outdoors. Yeah, so let's get packed up then and then I'll speak to you guys when I'm on the move. Right then, all packed up and ready to go. So I've got my rubbish. Leave no trace. Take your shit home with you. Leave nothing but flat grass. Right then, let's make a move then. Right guys, if you are still watching now, then thank you. It is much appreciated. It all helps with pushing the channel. YouTube will see that people are watching, so they'll push the videos. So yeah, I was camped over on those rocks there. I won't be doing much videoing, so it's getting towards the end of the video now, but I'll probably bring you back up on Cnicht. Fingers crossed some views up there. So I hope you've enjoyed and I'll speak to you in a minute. Clagged in on Cnicht, no views. So there goes the hope I had when I was at my tent. Yeah, so I don't think we're getting no views like we did yesterday on Moelwyn Mawr. Cnicht, 690 metres. The Welsh Matterhorn. Not much views. Fine guys, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. And hopefully you've enjoyed it. As always, until the next one guys, keep safe, keep exploring those mountains, and I'll see you in the next one.